Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Look out! 675! Monday!
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got one. Shoot! 12. 11 feet.
Just beating the play clock. It's locked. Caught left side by Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on. Check 26. Topper.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Here's the first NFL carry for the Stanford man, Damian Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
Step 180, 390. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Watch the slat.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
190. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check. Fresno.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Son, 180. I got you. Wait, 89.
Throwing, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting.
Now a hit and lob lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Chargers getting set to go, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, Delta! 51 the mic, boy, 51. Better bring it.
Rivers now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it'll be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Badgley on for the field goal.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Locke. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double time. 4 down.
Here's Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set 180. Black 15. 36. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 79. 36.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Badgley able to punch this one through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Locke. He completes this one to Mack. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Check out. 290. Just like that.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Check out. 390. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 13. Check 13. 11 feet.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Red!
Following the interception here, Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Not today. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They're 180! Bring it!
From the red zone now, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on second down. Rivers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
White 90, green 80. Hey, let's come up. Hey, let's go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They hand this off to Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run again with Hines. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
He was brought down by Trevor Williams. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Love. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. 11. Pilot, 64, weak.
After the interception, it's Love. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Love. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Colts first down.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, Mexico. Let's get off the field,
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
We ain't giving him nothing to do. Check 4, check 4. Close.
They'll run here with Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Locke. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They come out here in the I. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They will run with Ware. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 12.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Shift, watch the shift. Hey, 79, 79.
Now Rivers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Rivers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
The Chargers take over. Let's go, boys, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Set, select 15. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
They run the counter. Gordon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Round 80. Check 41. I got you, punk.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
At the 18-yard line.
Stay there. Flat 180. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Badgley's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 31, Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Luck defers to Mack. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Check out. 90. 52, come on. Check back. Hey, check. Watch twist.
On 1st down, it's Long. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. It's Monday. 52's the mark, boys. 52. No gain on this defense. No gain. My 52.
Now Luck. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
You draw forfeit. Strong right. Bang, 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 bang. Referee.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Close. Watch the ship.
They run with Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try.
Joker. 11Z. 12. Mike's 49. Hey, go.
Now Luck. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 90. 36 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. Cluster.
They'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And right side, Henry's got it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Indianapolis, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.